Hey y'all, how are y'all? This is the amazing Sylvia, as most of you know. I decided to do a real talk video about miscarriages and how they affect you mentally and emotionally. So, and I'm an expert at this, you guys. You know, you see me all happy and bright and positive, but I had three miscarriages. Not one, three. And they were devastating. They were absolutely devastating. And I know they happen, and you know, it's a part of life, but it's devastating. And I'm sure a lot of people have had it, and a lot of people have not been as lucky as I am. I did end up with a biological daughter, so I was blessed for that. But it's just crazy. It's crazy how it happens, and it happens often, people. You never know. I mean, it's so many women out here who have miscarriages, but we don't talk about it. We don't express it. We hide it. And we have to let it out. My daughter is almost 14, and I have talked about it with people, but this is my first platform, public platform, talking about it. So, when me and my husband decided we're ready to have kids, you know, we were married, I think it was 3 years, because we traveled, we partied, we had ourselves a good time before we were ready to settle down to, you know, once you have kids, your whole world upside down. You can't just jump on a boat or a plane or travel across the world because, you know, you have a little one that you have to take care of. So we decided to enjoy life a little bit before we actually had a child. So we started, and I was on birth controls for a long time, y'all, a really long time. I'm telling you, 15 plus years I was on birth control pills. So I figured it would take a while. It would take a while before we get pregnant. And not here. This fertile myrtle here. I see it. And boom, I'm pregnant. It's crazy. That's just how it was. Anyway, so I got off the birth control pills, and then a month into it, boom, we were pregnant. We were so excited. Everything was so, ooh, we got a baby. So we were really excited. I was super excited because I love babies. I always take care of people's babies, and you know, I was just happy I was gonna be a mommy. Yes, I was a stepmom. And I love my stepchildren to death. Don't get it twisted. They are my kids. They're my bonus kids. But to have your own baby is a totally different vibe. Anyway, so we were excited. And first time being pregnant, you know, guys, I didn't know much. I was like, okay, I'm just moving and grooving and going. 2 months into it, I'm thinking everything going well. I'm moving and grooving, and I mean, my stomach wasn't getting too big, but I didn't think it would. I didn't know. I truly didn't know because I had never been pregnant. So the 3rd month in, I went to the bathroom. And yeah, when I went to the doctor, everything was fine. So, you know, early on, you don't go see the doctor as often. So, and of course, again, I didn't know. So 3 months in, I went to the bathroom, and I'm using the bathroom. Then all of a sudden, all of this gushing happened, and I'm like, what in the world? So, I mean, I didn't have any cramping or anything like that, and I'm like, what is going on? And I'm, you know, looking, and y'all, it's just blood everywhere, and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So I called my husband. He came in. And he was like, okay, let's just go to the doctor. I said, okay. But it wouldn't stop, y'all. It was like a waterfall. So I'm sitting there like, and then by then I'm getting scared because I'm like, what in the world? What is going on? It never crossed my mind that I'm losing my baby. It never crossed my mind. I was like, women who are pregnant, carry baby, they bleed sometimes, but this was not a normal situation, everyone. So we called the ambulance, and they came, and we went in the emergency room, and by then, steady coming, going. So I knew it wasn't good. But my mind would not let me say I'm losing my baby. I was like, they're going to be able to fix this. They're going to be able to give me a pill. They're going to be able to do something to save my baby. I would not accept the fact that I was losing my child. So I'm like, and then, the doctor came in, they did everything, and it was like, it's nothing we can do. And, I sat there, and I was like, and I just bawled because I just knew that I was going to be a mommy, and I was going to keep my baby. No. So that didn't happen, and on top of that, I had to have a D&C. And for those of you who don't know, a D&C is when they go in and they have to clean out everything and take the remains and everything out because everything is in the uterus. So it's just sitting there on the walls and it naturally doesn't come out. So you have to go in almost, I guess, I can't even remember, y'all. That was probably almost 15 years ago. I don't remember all of that, but I do remember I had to have a D&C, and that was devastating. And then, by then everybody knew, so everybody kept calling and saying how sorry they were and everything. It was just like reliving over and over and over. So we took a little while. I got up the nerve to try again. Took a pregnancy test. It was positive. So I was like, okay. So went to the doctor probably 2-3 days later. By then, it was gone. They said it was a missed pregnancy or something, where you're pregnant and then boom, you're not pregnant, and then you have the cycle and it's heavy. So that was number 2, but that one wasn't as devastating and heartbreaking as number 1 because it was like a wash. And then, so months later, of course, we tried again because I'm like, I'm meant to be a mommy. I'm gonna be a mommy. I can get pregnant because remember, I'm fertile myrtle. So I get pregnant when I see, yes, when I see it. It's like, boom, you pregnant. So that third time we pregnant again, went to the doctor, and this doctor I had, I was like, something not right. I kept telling him, and I tried to support my own. I truly try to support my own. I like to help businesses. So, but this doctor wasn't on the money, and I kept saying something is wrong. So the third pregnancy went in, and it was like a couple of weeks later, it didn't stick again. So he was like, well, these things happen. I'm like, not with 3. No, not with 3. So of course I had to change doctors. So my next mission was to look for a doctor, a specialty doctor who could figure out what was going on and why I miscarried 3 times. So I found this doctor and I went in for a consultant, and we talked, and he looked at my records and everything, and then he was like, okay, Miss Mayo, he said, what we're gonna do is a 10-step process. So he wrote out 10 things we need to do, a process of elimination. And a couple of them was blood tests and things like that, so it was easy. But it was just one test where they put dye I think in the uterus. Oh my God, that was awful. Absolutely awful. The worst pain ever. But me trying to have a baby, it was worth it. So I endured that pain, and he did a process of elimination. I'm sorry, y'all. Just talking about this just get me emotional sometimes. But you know, I'm not gonna cry about it because I was blessed with a baby. So no, I'm not gonna cry. But I just want to tell this story for anyone who's trying to have a baby, anyone who's going through this. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So we got down to, went through all of the steps and everything was good. So he was like, the last step is you have fibroid tumors. Now, most of the time when you have fibroid tumors, you in excruciating pain, you have heavy menstrual cycles, you have all kinds of crazy stuff. I didn't have none of that, none. Yes, I had normal cycles. They were a little heavy sometimes, but nothing like, you know, everything I've heard from friends who had fibroid tumors and was in all of these pain and all of this like irregular, crazy menstrual cycles. That wasn't me. So he was like, okay, you got fibroid tumors, because he did some kind of scan or something. And that was one of the processes, and he did see that. So he scheduled me to have them removed. So I had to have the surgery, and I went in and had it removed. This surgery put me out for 4 weeks. They had to actually cut the bottom of my stomach to remove the fibroid tumors. Guess how many fibroid tumors I had, y'all? They were little, but guess how many? About 50. 50 fibroid tumors was in there that he removed, and he showed them to me. And they was little bitty things, but they were clusters. And he was like, these fibroid tumors are sucking out your babies. That's what's happening. The fibroid tumors are just pulling the life of the fetus. So that's what it was. That's why I had 3 miscarriages, because of fibroid tumors that were not giving me any issues. So after I healed, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, I healed. You know, he had told me after 4 weeks we can try again. But y'all know I was scared. I was scared. After going through all of that, did I really want to do this? But I knew I wanted to be a mother. I knew I could be the best mom there is. I was already the greatest stepmother you can have. And my stepkids can testify to that. They love me. Most people don't have good relationships with their stepchildren, but they love me because I love them. So I already knew I had the qualities to be an exceptional mom. So, lo and behold, we started this journey again. And as I told y'all, Fertile Myrtle, that's me. Hey. Yes, we started about, I think 2 weeks later, boom, we was pregnant again. Lord, I was sitting there crying. I was scared. I was like, and you know, my husband was like, baby, this is it. Don't you worry about this. Don't you worry about none of that. This is it. We are going to have a baby. So I went to the doctor, and since I was so high risk from the previous miscarriages, I went to the doctor every 2 weeks, and they test this, they test that, they did this. And every time I laid there on that table, y'all know, my nerves was shot, my heart was beating, my blood pressure was through the roof. They didn't even take my blood pressure because it was off the scales. My anxiety level was through the roof because I just knew it was going to result as and before. And yes, I have faith. By God's mercy and grace, I sit here. So I have faith. But I was terrified. I was... And I remember we were sitting there. I think we didn't tell anybody. Of course we didn't. Some of my close people knew, because, you know, by then, after being pregnant 2 or 3 times, you get big quick. So my stomach was like getting out there. I was hiding it, but they knew. But nobody pushed it, nobody asked, and we just ran around and act like we didn't know what they were talking about. My goodness, my goodness. And of course, I ain't going around my mom too much because, you know, she would have known. She would have definitely known. So, nope, I won't go in to see Queen Mary. I call my mom Queen Mary because she's the queen. I love her. I miss her so much. She passed away, but Queen Mary would have known. And my sisters, so I didn't go around them a lot neither. They were like, you avoiding me? I'm like, no. Yeah, I was avoiding everybody. So, my coworkers, they see me every day, so they was like, they're just smirking, but I'm like, so we running around and everybody acting like they don't know what's going on. So, so we went to the doctor, and every time we went, they listened for the heartbeat, and we all on pins and needles, waiting for that heartbeat. And then we got it, we was excited. So, on to the 4th month, I was like, okay, we can tell people. Because it was like everything going well, everything going good. I was going every 2 weeks. So I told everybody, and everybody was like, we already knew. We knew. Of course they knew, but, you know, I won't telling it. I won't talking about it. So we told, you know, my family and my husband's family, everybody was excited. So I think we got to the 5th month, and it was time to get the sex of the baby. And me and my husband wanted a boy so bad. We just knew it was a boy. And this little baby moved all night. Nighthawk, just like the daddy. A nighthawk. I'm trying to go to bed. This thing moving and twisting and popping and pulling. And the baby used to lay where her head was like close to the bottom of my stomach, so it was like, felt like she was sitting on top of my bladder. So I was like, what in the world? Her head it's a girl, y'all. But anyway, I'll get back to it. The head was like right there, and it felt like she was ready to come, so that was freaking me out. And you know, this was at 5 months, and her booty was up, so every time I laid down, her booty like set up, and you could see the rump of the butt, and it was so cute. But up all night, all freaking night, this baby was up. Anyway, so it was time to have, you know, figure out the sex. So I was like, oh, it's a boy. And we was like, it's a boy. And her sisters, they were like, it's a boy. And we all excited, it's a boy. We went up in there. Why? Why does baby refuse to show us what sex it was? I promise you, they jiggled and moved and twisted my stomach and poked and whatever. And on an ultrasound, you could see like this, kept turning back, kept putting it back to the camera, and the poking and the twisting and the nudging, nothing won't happen. And then they, you know, like shook my stomach. And don't you know, the baby was like, yes, like, yes, it was crazy. Y'all, sorry for the ringing of the phone. But, anyway. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, so, what was it? Oh, so, this thing was angry. So, anyway. So, we had to wait. We had to wait. And, you know, I don't know if you know what insurance is. They can't go like the next month and do it. So we had to wait till I was almost 7 months before they could try to get the sex again. So we went on in there and we tried again. And this time, of course, that back. And I was like, come on now, baby, stop it. I kid you not. This baby flipped around and spread eagle. Showed everything, showed all the goodies to the world. And it was a girl. And we was like, are you sure? And he was like, yes, it's a girl. I'm like, are you positive? We just knew we had a boy. So anyway, we had a girl. So we, she was born in August, so I was hot. My stomach was huge, and I was so excited to be ready to be a mom. So we end up, and I had to have a cesarean because of the surgery I had to remove the fibroid tumors. They said scar tissue had built up. And when you have scar tissue near the uterus and in that area, you cannot have a natural birth because your heart can stop beating and you can have a heart attack trying to have natural birth. So y'all know that was a whole nother thing that freaked me out. So we scheduled a cesarean, and it was scheduled for August 29th. So I went on in early, 6 a.m. in the morning. We in there, we ready. And Daddy ready, and we all excited, and we sitting there. And then my doctor got called out for an emergency cesarean. So we sitting there. So 9 o'clock rolls around. I'm like, what's that? And they were like, okay, Ms. Mayo, you having contractions. Why in the world I'm having contractions? So I'm having contractions. So she just going, And I'm like, okay. I'm like, look, get my doctor back in here. I said, because I can't have this baby natural. I'm like, get him. They was like, okay, he almost done. So he ended up coming back. It was about 9:30, and we went in. And, you know, they numbed me up real good. I was feeling good. I was on that woo-hoo, yes, baby, woo-hoo. And so they did everything they had to do. My husband recorded it all. You know, I'm in and out because I'm on that woo-woo and I'm feeling good. And then once they took, my baby name is Sierra, once they took her out, there was no noise. I'm like, what in the world? What in the world? Then my husband like freaking out, right? He was like, what's going on? Why is she not crying? What is going on? She refused to cry. But, you know, we looked over there. We could see she was moving, but she did not like being outside the womb. So eventually she broke loose. She screamed bloody murder. She was screaming. And they were like tossing her, cleaning her, doing this and that. I'm like, why y'all so rough with my baby? You know, I'm all high because of the drugs that they gave me. I'm like, what is going on? So, and they was trying to get her, you know, her nose, doing her nose and her mouth and everything. She screamed for like 4 minutes, screaming. So then, of course, first my husband wanted to know why she not crying. And then he like, why is she crying so much? What is going on? So, you know, he freaking out, and I'm in la la land, like, la la la. So they finally brought her over and laid her on my chest, and it was instant silence. And she looked at me, and she was the most beautiful baby in the whole wide world. And I know I'm biased because that's my baby. I am biased. But she was beautiful, a head full of hair. And I had heartburn galore. So I knew she was going to have hair. So we were so excited. And she was born during Hurricane Katrina. So y'all know I was on those woo-woo drugs, feeling good. And everybody in the room. And, you know, she was in there. And I'm in and out, sleeping and nodding. They taking pictures of me, looking like a crazy person. Took all these pictures. Anyway, so I wake up and I look at TV, and it looked like a third world country they was showing. Hurricane Katrina. It was Georgia. It was crazy. I was like, what is going on? They was like, well, while you was out and, you know, this was happening. They told me what happened. So anyway, that is my miracle story. That is my beautiful baby story. That is my heartbeat outside my heart. I say it all the time, y'all. She is my heartbeat outside my heart. Outside my chest, sorry. I am, after this video, I'm gonna put some pictures so you guys can see how little she was, how special she was. And if y'all want to see her now, I do have a video she created for my birthday, me and her. So if you go to my channel, you'll find it. We're on the thumbnail, myself and my daughter. But to all of those people, to all of you ladies and gents, because miscarriage affects men too, just know this is an awesome story. And miscarriage do affect you mentally, emotionally, but There is light at the end of the tunnel. There is. Look at my story. Yes, everybody's story don't end up like this, but you can always adopt because it's plenty of babies out there who need families. And you know, it don't take blood to make you family. It doesn't. You can love somebody and y'all don't have a lick of DNA together, but you can love them because you love them. So that is my story. I'm hoping anyone who's going through this or who've been through this, know, have faith, have trust, and believe. It is light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Much love to you. I'm still on my road to 2K, and I'm getting closer and closer by the day. So hopefully by the end of this month, I hope I reach my 2K. And I'm going to do a raffle giveaway when I get to the 2K. And I'm working on watch hours. So if you have a moment or you have time, feel free to watch my playlist. It will be greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much. Thank you, my village. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for supporting me. Thank you all. Continue to stay blessed, stay safe. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Peace out and have an amazing day.